Hello, I'm Sean Kent Hayashi with Saucon Valley Cute and Cuddly Schnauzers. Today, this video is a gotcha day that is unlike any gotcha day video I've ever done before. In fact, I'll go so far as to say this is a gotcha day that doesn't resemble any gotcha day I've ever done before. Come along for the adventure. Gizmo, today is your gotcha day. And I just got a call. The veterinarian who is coming to pick you up has arrived very early. She's way early. She's over an hour early, Gizmo. So this is it. I'm picking you up, buddy. Here we go. Gizmo, there's no need to sit in the window today and wait because your veterinarian is already here. Let me give you a little of the backstory here. Some time ago, a family contacted me and asked to be on the waiting list. And this family lives internationally. And I regularly say that I don't make arrangements to take a puppy international. I don't know all the details about quarantine laws and what's needed in order to take a puppy from the United States to another country. I have typically said to people, if you want to get one of my puppies and you live somewhere else, you'll need to make all the plans to do that. And this particular family did. They had to hire a veterinarian to fly from their country here into the United States to come and pick up their puppy. So this was very different. Well, hello, Lourdes. This is a first for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that a family has sent their veterinarian to pick up their puppy. This is little Gizmo.
Yes. It's a special client and she needs this beautiful baby. And she asked me if I can do it.
So one of the things that I've learned through this process is how quarantine for a dog works when going into another country. In other words, if the veterinarian flies here, picks up the puppy, and that veterinarian oversees the puppy for a period of time, then the paperwork can be done much more easily when taking the puppy into another country. So for example, if a puppy has to be in quarantine for 3 days or a week or 3 weeks, the veterinarian oversees that quarantine period and takes care of the puppy, which made me feel fantastic. Can you imagine? They care so much about their little Gizmo already that the person who's managing his quarantine experience came here, is seeing how he was raised, how he lives. Wow.
Because we have a company for the fly nannies.
Ah.
And we are here to
yes.
pick it up.
Oh, yes, we're so happy that you are here. Well, come on in and I'll answer your questions and give you anything that you need so that you can take him internationally. Here we go. Lourdes is recording what she's seeing here for the owners of Gizmo. Lourdes is now getting the full treatment with Liberty, of course, saying, throw the fetch for me. Let's play fetch. And just doggies in her lap. Lourdes will be surrounded by our little Schnauzer puppies here for a bit, as long as she's willing to sit on the floor like this. And Gizmo's out on his adventure to check out what else is going on in the room. So Gizmo's family asked Lourdes in November to come for this time frame. So again, that's just the value of getting on my waiting list for those of you who need to make arrangements like having your veterinarian come pick up your puppy. That is just so cool. Last November, they made the arrangements for you to come so that you could pick up Gizmo here. How cool. In my conversation with Lourdes, I learned several things that I had never heard before. So she works with an organization, and I think she and her family own this organization, and they work internationally. So they are able to literally go all over the world as a group of veterinarians who handle the process of quarantine. But imagine this for a moment. Imagine that maybe you live in the Caribbean and her family owns a veterinarian service that helps people in the Caribbean, but I think also in other places as well. And they literally, their whole service is about being the veterinarian of choice for families that need regular care for their dogs, but also need to get through a quarantine experience. And I learned that Lourdes and her team own, it sounds like, several different veterinarian services in different places in the world. Here, she's talking a little bit about it, where she's going next. You were just talking about the hospital and the shop, the veterinarian
hospital. We have a veterinary hospital in Dominican Republic. The name is Vet Center _RD. And you can find over there the service. We are 24 hours service, vet service.
Oh, wonderful.
And we have the fly nannies too.
Oh, that's great.
A lot of owners don't know how to make the paperwork to flew over there, and they need help.
Yeah, that's a wonderful service that you're providing, Lourdes.
Yes.
That's fantastic. Well, Lourdes, you've been here now a little bit and you've met all my dogs, and I think you've mentioned that you've seen some of my YouTube videos. Anything stand out for you that just anything sort of different about being here than norm or than what you expected?
Well, of course, I am here because the truth, I want to see how you treat the animals, because I'm afraid to that. I don't like the puppy meals.
Yep.
But the owner who bought from you, she sent me all the videos you sent. You was giving her a lot of information every week. I love that. That's because I asked you if I can give your number and your contact to others, because what we want, like vets, is the owners can have a beautiful dog, but more than beautiful, healthy.
Yeah.
And I saw here how you treat all the dogs, how happy they are. And I really appreciate what you are doing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That is so nice to hear. And of course, you asked me if you could share my contact information with other clients of yours, and I would be delighted for you to do that. And of course, the more that they understand that we have a waiting list, it's not like sometimes...
But it's okay. If the people need a good treatment, good dog,
yeah,
they have to wait.
That's right. Well, sometimes people will call me and they will say things to me like, they think that they say their process for buying a puppy is that they want to come sit and play with a bunch of puppies and then pick out the one that's right for them. And that's not my model. Like, I don't do it that way. And so because I'm here in my home, this isn't a facility. Sometimes people will say, I want to come see your facility. And I literally laugh and I say, oh, you mean you want to come to my home and have a cup of tea with me? See, you've got your cup of tea. That's right. And so for me, it's a really personal thing. And it's making sure that somebody's getting an EMBARK tested DNA clear. Like, I EMBARK test the parents. And so I know the parents are clear. And so therefore I'm creating puppies that are also not going to have the potential for the kinds of genetic problems that we can test for today. So I've shared all that, of course, with the owner of Gizmo in the puppy agreements and so forth. Well,
I saw the contract, and I like it. I like your way to work. And I really think that people can appreciate the way you work. Thank you.
Well, thank you. I'm so grateful to have you here today. Wonderful. We were just talking about why I use the Origin biologically appropriate puppy food. And it makes sense. You're comfortable with that one?
Yes.
Yeah. And I've also given you a can of that so that you will be able to give him both the canned food and the dry food that he's used to.
Hello.
Hello. Lourdes is going to video me showing her how we do the Fortiflora with all our dogs every day. So Fortiflora is a probiotic, and everybody has to do some sort of trick like dancing in order to get their Fortiflora for the day. Well, Lourdes, whenever I send my puppy off, I send them with a little blessing. And so, Gizmo, I've talked with your family and I know what a lucky boy you are. Oh my goodness, you have some new family members who cannot wait to see you. In fact, I've seen pictures of your new little brother, a little human brother, who's sitting in the playpen saying he can't wait for you to arrive.
He's asking every day. He called me last night. What? Is in the airplane to come to here? No, you need to wait. He's really happy to have him with him.
Oh, great, great. You've got a wonderful family waiting for you, mister. Very nice. Off you go. I had a lovely cup of tea with Lourdes and a wonderful conversation with her. It occurred to me after she left that that's probably what they do, meaning she arrived way early. When she first arrived, I still had on my pajamas. I had to say, oh, wow, I'm going to go change out of my pajamas so that I don't feel as conspicuous here. But it occurred to me, if I were sending a veterinarian internationally, I would probably want them showing up to get the puppy at an unexpected time also, because I would want to see the environment that the puppy was in and how it was being treated at a time perhaps when it wasn't quite expected that she would be arriving. So that was just fine. It worked out great in that particular situation. It doesn't always work out if somebody just wants to come an hour or two early or later or whatever, because sometimes my days are packed, like the Saturday. I was literally back to back, and it wouldn't have worked so well if she had shown up a couple of hours early. But when she did, it worked out just fine, and I was very glad to have the conversation with her, and it made me feel so great about sending Gizmo to his new family, and I can't wait to hear and see photos and pictures and so forth. They've already been sending me photos of the space that Gizmo will be in, but I'll be sharing those photos and more about Gizmo because Gizmo's mom asked me to show how to do ear cleaning and how to do teeth cleaning and a couple of other things related to the daily and weekly maintenance of Gizmo. So I'm going to be putting that into a video coming up soon, since I didn't get it integrated here into this Gotcha Day video. But kisses to Gizmo and Lourdes and the new family. We wish you all well. And what you're going to see next here in our video are some of the pictures that have been sent to me by people who own our puppies since my last video was produced. Here you go. Once a month, we host a live members only event using Zoom. You can come Zoom with me, talk with me, get to know other people in our community. It's a really fun conversation where my intention is to help you think through, answer your questions. Again, you get to know other people, you get feedback and ideas, suggestions from other people. Who attends these? Well, our members include people who are puppy lovers, considering perhaps getting a puppy, people who already own our puppies and want to continue their training, people who are in our guardian program who co-own one of our dogs together, and they're sharing their experience of owning one of our breeding dogs, and also people who are breeding and training dogs regularly and like to share with people who are kindred spirits. So we'd be delighted to have you join us. If you haven't already joined our channel, check out those options. You can press the join button and get all the information that you need to know about our channel. We'd love to have you become a part of our fur baby family. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave us a comment below, ask your questions. Your questions help us to inform what videos to do next. So thank you so much for being here.